Welcome to Digital Farmers, where we talk about the latest news and updates from the Web3 space. And to get us started, Cyber Elijah, kick us off with the first article.
Thank you, Meta G. All y'all, thank you for coming to Digital Farmers. And let's talk about the top news in the industry today. Today we're going to talk about, welcome to McNuggets land. McDonald's launches Metaverse game in Sandbox. Okay, to me this looks like life. I'm happy for this because this brings adoption to the space, right?
Yeah.
McDonald's Hong Kong has launched a Metaverse game experience called McNuggets Land in Sandbox. The game celebrates the 40th anniversary of Chicken McNuggets. Oh, that's kind of pretty sweet. It also says this is not the first time that McDonald's has dabbled in the Web3 world. McDonald's France launched NFT artwork inspired by the Big Mac sandwich in April of 2021. So it looks like McDonald's has not had enough. They've come back to the NFT space. They've come back to the Web3 space, which is great. I mean, the more and more that we see all these Web2 companies coming into the Web3 space tells us that adoption is coming, and which is major alpha for the space. I'm happy. It looks like this looks like it's going to be a game that people are going to be able to earn like free burgers and free things to do with McDonald's. I mean, this is kind of cool. It's a good first step into the Web3, not giving people monetary, like not making a crypto coin, right? Because that's what we've seen in the past. We've seen a lot of of companies come into the crypto space, make their own crypto coin and say, okay, this is how you earn if you play this. But this is just bringing a whole natural feel, and what McDonald's is all about. Come in the game and we win free sandwiches, we win free apple pies. I mean, it's pretty cool. It looks like Sandbox is also a great place to do it, because I remember in the past you had an NFT called the Dougies, right? And you could so tell me about that. How was that? Because I mean, this kind of like this kind of relates to what McDonald's is doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Sandbox is probably one of the biggest metaverses in the Web3 space. And it's interesting in the sense of all these, they've been receiving a lot of partnerships with major brands and creators. So to see McDonald's come in and build a metaverse space within Sandbox is awesome. And not just that, you mentioned the Doggies. The Doggies are an NFT collection by Snoop Dogg. So they were able to brand, or at least have partnership with Snoop Dogg to create a whole area, right, in the Sandbox, and have these doggy avatars, which they partnered with Snoop Dogg. So anyways, coming to full circle, this is great for McDonald's. This is great for other brands that in the space they're looking to add more experiences, at least add more revenue sources through Web3 and the Metaverse. And for them to create this space and be able to sell their NFTs in Sandbox, I think it's awesome. So they do have this little commercial that they created. I kind of want to check it out. I thought it was interesting. Yeah, let's go ahead and play it. Okay. Here we go.
Some nuggets.
Yeah. This is full for brand awareness.
Oh yeah, this is pretty sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of showing you the future of McDonald's too, like being able to just order and walking up and getting your food.
Yeah.
They already started that, but it'd be crazy when AI plays a very, very big role in all this.
Yeah, especially once they come in with VR headsets as well, you can even immerse yourself in the world.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, I know I'm not really big with the metaverse space. I did dabble in a metaverse project called OVR back in the day, where like you could actually buy real lands in the game. Like you could buy your house, where your house is located. So I bought where my house was located. I bought a house, my family house in Nigeria, and I kind of built a few AR objects on there that when you wear AR glasses and you go there, you can actually see what I built, which is pretty sweet. Not a big guy in the metaverse, but I mean, some pretty cool stuff happening there.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Like you just watched that clip or that video that they have, in which they kind of gamify the spaces that they create in Sandbox, right? And you're able to play a game and then potentially win coupons, right? That you can take to real life locations and restaurants to actually get something that's real, right? You can get a coupon for, free McNuggets or free this if you do or complete this objective, right? That's pretty cool. A lot of brands will be looking to integrate these kind of features into their brands, their products as well. So I think that's awesome. And on top of that, by playing these games, you also earn the sand token, right? So this gives you an opportunity to actually earn money. That because
Wow.
you can't take that sand token and actually exchange it for real money as well. So you play the game, you earn money, you complete objectives, and you earn coupons, you get all these kinds of rewards, and it's actually in a fun, entertaining kind of way. And I can't even imagine how the space will transform once we have VR head goggles, which will actually immerse yourself into the game as well. As we all know, everybody, we're moving into this digital world, and virtual reality is going to be a big aspect of this digital world, and really immersing yourself, and experiencing these worlds that these brands are going to create, and this gamification around it. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. I think it's awesome. We could probably predict to see a lot more brands jumping in and joining McDonald's into this new phase.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. I think we're good with this. Let's jump on to the next article, which I think is interesting. Go ahead and kick us off, Cyberology.
Oh, Google Play embraces NFT games. Oh, this is major. This is major. I mean, this this brings games to handheld devices. I know. I'm a big Call of Duty guy, so I don't play a bunch of games on my phones. But I know a couple people, especially you. You do that too. You guys play a lot of strategy games on your phones. I mean, when you're able to bring Web3 games over, and where NFTs are involved into handheld devices, you're basically opening a platform to Web3. I mean, this is another situation where adoption is winning, right? I do see there's some restrictions in place. It says developers must transparently indicate if their games enable users to earn or purchase NFTs or cryptocurrencies. They are also prohibited from glamorizing potential earnings from playing or trading activities, as well as selling loot boxes or incorporating gambling features. So I mean, it's basically saying you could bring the game on the platform as long as you don't bring out no more NFT theory, right? Where it's like we come to gamble, where people just buy a whole bunch of NFT characters in the game in order to raise a bunch of funds, dip out, and leave everybody in a mess, right? So I mean, even besides the restrictions, I mean, the decision for Google to allow NFTs games on its platform is very, very, very positive for the industry. It shows that Google is open to new technologies, and I mean, support developers and in looking creative and innovative. I mean, this is definitely great for the space. I'm happy for this. What do you think about this?
I think this is awesome for Google to change their policies and actually embrace NFTs. I didn't think it was going to come so soon, just because Google is such a major platform, right? The amount of games that they have and developers that build games for Google Play is immense. So for them to embrace NFTs and actually accept it, I think is great. It's great for adoption. These guys are smart. They already know that this is inevitable. They might as well just go ahead and jump ahead of it, and at least start creating policy.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Google. They're smart people. They already know this, and the fact that they will be able to receive 30%, right? At least NFTs sold within the App Store must adhere to a 30% fee to Apple. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money they're going to be able to capture, as well. So they're getting a lot from it. Well, at the same time, also pushing adoption as well, because it's inevitable. So I like where it's going. This encourages me. This makes me more. This makes me feel great about the space that we're in the Web3 and NFT space, just to see all these other brands that see the same vision, that we do as well, as these policies. Awesome. All right, I think let's go on to the next topic, which is the 2.5 Ferrari F40 secured as a Polygon-based NFT. Go ahead and kick us off.
Man, nothing screams adoption until you're able to buy a $2.5 million Ferrari on the blockchain. This is crazy.
Yeah,
Big ups to Altr. Big ups to Altr. It looks like this sale demonstrates the potential, man, of blockchain technology to provide a secure and transparent way to acquire, own, and exchange and store high value assets. I mean, it shows that there's a growing market for collectors in this industry to buy physical assets using the blockchain. I mean, think about the Sotheby's, the Christie's. They've already started selling luxury items on the blockchain. We've already seen them sell luxury items on the blockchain. So I mean, this is actually going to be, to me, the future of everything that we're doing today. I mean, fashion industry is going to sell you items at NFTs. You're going to be able to scan clothing and find out, okay, this is original. It's on the blockchain. They released this on so date. So this shirt was from so date. I mean, people that collect fashion items. I know people that spend thousands of dollars on used bags. I mean, that's opening a whole industry of what NFTs, the real use case of NFTs. I mean,
Yeah.
we've seen NFTs as mere images, mere JPEGs in the past, where the only thing that people talk about is floor price. You know what I hate the most? What I hate the most is when I log into Twitter or something and I see someone saying NFT floor price today. I mean, it's not an NFT floor price. NFTs is a vague word to use for just the picture of an ape or the picture of a moon man. I mean, that's not the only use case of NFTs. So it's kind of annoying when I see people use that word to describe PFP, describe art. I mean, NFTs is technology that could be used to definitely to kill fraud, to save time, for authenticity. Like, it's so much use cases for NFTs, and I feel like this is actually screaming adoption in my ear. This is a very, very, very good thing for the space. What do you think about this?
Man, I think this is insane. I love the NFT space. I love the blockchain space, but even for myself, I didn't see such huge, crazy things being done right now by these major brands. For a Ferrari F40 to be sold as an NFT for $2.5 million in 48 hours, for me, is absolutely insane, right? Yep. The fact that people are willing to buy this physical item, that of course is an NFT, and transact it with $2.5 million, is insane, right? And this is just the beginning. This is just showcasing some of the early beginnings of the NFT space and its potential. So this is cool. Altr, I didn't know too much about this platform, but it sounds like they're more of a luxury NFT item marketplace, which is facilitated by Polygon. So I definitely be looking more into it, just because this is absolutely insane, and I can see more and more people or more and more major brands going ahead and utilizing blockchain. To make to sell these luxury items. And one other piece as well that the article mentioned was fractionalized ownership. So I think they spoke a little bit about it over here, in which so they were able to sell this. So the platform sold a Rolex Daytona 626.5 watch worth $195,000 to a group of buyers. So they sold this watch as a fractionalized ownership. So in a sense of, if I want to sell a luxury item, or I want to sell an item which is an NFT, this is the sense in which I can own a part or a share of this item, right? Which is something that we really can't do, or there's not really an easy way to do in our current life or system. But I think that's awesome, because if I have a group of people, we have maybe we want to buy something for $9 million, something luxurious, and we're able to own a fraction of it. Maybe it's 20 of us, maybe it's 200 of us that want to own part of this. We actually have certification on the blockchain, and we can show ownership of this fraction of this item, which I think is fantastic, right? Nobody can take that away from you, because that's the whole thing about the blockchain infrastructure, right? The censorship, the authenticity, and being really able to show true ownership to an individual. So I think this is awesome. This is great.
I think another thing that we have to outline in here is the use of L2 chains, right? I mean, I remember when you got into the NFT game, and in order to just mint the NFT, you had to spend $500 just for gas fee, like close to the air, like it's just money spent. I mean, L2s have definitely helped us with that by reducing costs, like tremendously. Polygon has done a good job working with Altr here. I just wanted to just talk about this L2 chain called Optimism. I mean, I've been minting NFTs and just playing around with NFTs, trying to understand the industry. I mean, I've minted NFTs on Heyman and Manifold, and used it on the Optimism chain. And I have to say, that stuff is free, man. If I don't see more and more brands push towards Optimism soon, I mean, I might lose hope in the NFT industry. I'm just joking. But I do feel like a lot of brands need to start looking into Optimism, because that stuff is basically free. I mean, we could talk about that another time. What else do we have to talk about today?
All right. Yes, let's go ahead and jump on to the next interesting article, which is NFTs. What is ERC 655-1? Unpacking the backpack wallet. So in the past few months, several Web3 projects have adopted the ERC 65051 standard, a token-bound account. The new standard opens up a plethora of use cases across NFTs, gaming, DAOs, and the Metaverse. So I think this is interesting. So really the Ethereum improvement proposal, the EIP called ERC 6551, is gaining popularity in the crypto space. We've been hearing a lot of people talking about this, and the proposal really allows non-fungible tokens to act as wallets themselves, which enables them to hold digital assets within the NFT. So as we have it now, you own an NFT, and that and the NFT that. So what they're trying to say is, an NFT that you have has the potential to have its own wallet, the same way you can own a digital wallet, which I think is mind blowing. I think it's different. I'm still trying to grasp the whole concept of it and understand the use cases for it. But Cybology, what do you think?
I mean, I think this is a really good use case, because I mean, I've had NFTs where like they give us airdrops because we had this NFT, or we had this avatar, and another airdrop comes, but it's all scattered around the ecosystem. Like I can have my avatar right here, and I have to go look for the sword somewhere else. It doesn't kind of show me what comes with my avatar. Like for instance, I have this project called Satoshiverse, which is supposed to be a Web3 game where you're supposed to have in-game assets like swords, knives, and stuff like that. It would be cool if I just were able to just click on my NFT, and as soon as I click on it, a whole layer comes out and it shows all my in-game assets that I could have. It would be also cool if I could actually sell those items one by one to people, and without selling my whole avatar to you. So I mean, we could exchange items. I could have something different in my backpack from what you have in your backpack, instead of me selling my whole avatar to you and you having what I have. So I think this is really good for the NFT gaming space. I mean, look at what we're saying. We just talked about Google basically allowing NFT Web3 games into the space, and now we're talking about this wallet that is allowing basically an NFT a token have his own wallet, so he could have his own in-game assets with it. I mean, that's massive, man. That's massive for the space. I don't know how much more adoption could get, right? Since we've been in this space, we've seen things move slowly from JPEGs. It's been a whole trade on JPEGs to basically different influencers talking about just blank screens, oranges, yellows. I mean, to seeing news like this that actually screams adoption to the space. So, I mean, it's great. It's great news. It's great news.
Yeah, no, I think this is great. This is great for NFTs, and it's interesting to see how fast not just the adoption, but how fast the technology keeps evolving. You know, you think you understand NFTs until something new is added on top of it, right? Yep. And then you have to rethink and rethink these different use cases. But you know, I can see this in for games. For example, you can have all these different characters. Now with this new proposal, is each character can essentially have his own ownership. So instead of selling your whole wallet with all your characters, now if I just want to sell one of my avatars or one of my PFPs, it has its own wallet that contains its own unique item. Let's say shoes, whatever, instead of selling them individually or alongside the NFT as well. So I don't know. I think it's cool.
That's true too. That's true too. So for example, that could work for the crypto kicks, for instance. The crypto kicks, I have I don't know what artifacts that they want to do, but they've told us to keep burnt NFT. So basically, when we try to get the crypto kicks, they gave us an NFT for free that came with those crypto kicks. They've told us to keep it, but I've seen a lot of people in the market trade it. So I wonder what happens when your crypto kicks come and you don't own the digital token that goes with your crypto kicks.
Right.
So this would have been a good thing. This would have been a good thing to do with that. I mean, this is good.
Yeah, I think this is awesome. I think it'll be good. It'll be interesting to see how it's incorporated into these different projects and these different use cases that will be created alongside of it. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next interesting topic. So Opensea makes deals and launches the peer-to-peer NFT swaps. The new feature allows collectors to trade NFTs directly with each other, as well as add wrapped ETH to sweeten the deal. And just to give a background for people who don't know what Opensea is is an NFT marketplace, probably the largest NFT marketplace. if you think about digital assets, it's probably the Amazon. There's other competitors which are coming up, but OpenSea is still the largest at this point. And
Yeah.
it has introduced a feature called Deals, really to facilitate and secure a trustworthy NFT swapping experience. Sabolaji, what do you think about this? I think it's really neat. The deals feature really allows collectors to trade NFTs and and wrap ETH in a much more secure way. Before you had to do it manually and trust that the other party was going to swap with you, right? Send you that NFT that
Yep.
you agreed on. And sometimes it didn't always happen that way. They could literally take that NFT and run away with it. But with this new feature that OpenSea is really allowing, it's much more secure, right?
Yeah.
You can trust this platform. This is probably something that they should have had a long time ago, but better sooner than later.
Yeah, for sure. I
Yeah.
mean, I agree with this on many levels, right? And just to give you another backstory, this all happened where with Opepin NFT. Basically, this guy called Jack Butcher that made this. He made an NFT called Opepin, and it basically just it's just artsy. It's modern. It's artsy. It looks nice, and a bunch of people just relate with it.
Yeah.
And there were two influences in the game. There was Board.eth and another guy called Thread Guy. Basically, Board.eth offered Thread Guy one of his Opepins and said, "Hey, I will give you this for trade for your own NFT." And that went about for a while. Different people came up, different other influencers came up and did the same kind of offer to him. Big sums, almost some even going as high as 100 ETH. He denied all. He said he didn't want any. And the day the deadline happened, Jack Butcher came up and made him something called like an open tradition, which he made him his own Opepin that looked just like his Mutant 8.
Yeah.
And had everyone in the Web3 space basically pay $2 for one. I mean, that meant that about 50,000 or more, which all proceeds later went to Thread Guy. So Thread Guy basically made 100K plus in less than a week. And didn't have to take any of those offers, which is really great for him.
Yeah.
But just to give you this backstory of how these deals came about, I think that's where OpenSea got this idea of deals, and this new product came out a couple days after this.
Yeah.
But my example of why this would have been great for me was I don't know if you guys have heard about Akutars. Basically, the best Web3 Web3 project in the game. I mean, I love the Akutars. Everybody in there is so uplifting. Everybody's a dreamer.
Shout out to Akutars.
Yes, yeah, I had that Moon Man on my wall before the Akutars dropped. So
Yeah.
I've always been a big fan of a black astronaut. So it was kind of hyped to see that.
Yeah.
But just to go back, there was this Akutar that I once saw. It's a homemade Akutar. Had a box on his head. He's a Nigerian Akutar, as you all know. I'm from Nigeria. It was cool to have. I wanted it, but it belonged to this guy called Winking. And I kind of sent him a DM, messaged him on Discord and all that, but he never replied. And I know probably the reason he didn't reply was because of safety. He didn't want to lose his NFT. Like, I'm not about to make a deal with this guy. I don't know him from anywhere. Yeah. But if this deals options was there, I could have easily took two of my Akutars and paired it with something else and say, hey, I will give you this for that Akutar, because that Akutar resonates with me more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have this product to help me with that, and the Akutar got sold to somebody else. Pretty sure that person was Nigerian, and that person has never given it up because it was a cool one. I still like my ice head though. I got my ice head Akutar. Still love my ice head.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Akutars. I do like this project. I wish it was out a couple months back, but I mean, better late than never, right? Good job, Opensea.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a great feature, and just let's take a. I do like what they posted local.
I mean, this makes sense. The security, right? I mean, I'm not sending anybody that comes in my DM my NFT.
No, but
everyone is gonna have this send me your NFT first mentality.
Yeah, but it's great that you can make this offer, right? I have this NFT, or maybe, a lot of people are Bored Apes or a much higher quality NFT that people really want. I'll give you 3 of my NFTs for one of this. Whether you can accept it or decline it. I think that's a great feature. I don't need to sell all my NFTs to actually have the purchasing power to go later ahead and then try to buy yours, right, or bid for yours.
Yeah. Wait for all these NFTs to sell, and I still don't get your NFT because it's sold before I could get the liquidity, right? So that's another option.
Yeah. So I think this is great. This is great, and of course, Opensea is the largest digital asset marketplace for NFTs. And they're gaining a lot of competitions from Blur and and a lot of other ones like Blend. So they have to keep improving, right? They have to keep innovating and adding new features. And I'm glad they've added this one because this one is critical. It will prevent a lot of people from getting scammed. It's a great feature. I'm glad to see this. But outside of that, I think this is all we had for this week's update on the current news in the Web3 and NFT space. Sabo Alaji, any closing thoughts?
I mean, this is our first time doing this, so please leave some comments in the comment section. Also, we wanted to extend this to people who are in the Web3 space, who have started companies in the Web3 space, or people in Web2 who are currently thinking about moving their Web2 businesses to Web3. We wanted to extend this platform to everyone to talk about their businesses, get ideas, learn, and all that moving forward. So if you guys want to roll with us, send us a DM, put it in the comments, and we'll be sure to get back with you. Signing out, Digital Farmers.
Yes, let's go. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all for joining. Cheers.
Cheers.